Welcome back, Awakened Souls, to episode 3 of Becoming Aligned, My Transformation Journey. And this week, what I realized is as this new year approaches, it's time to really start calling myself out on my own BS. In order to become aligned, in order to get the things that I'm trying to accomplish the things that I'm trying to do, I have to really call myself out. This is a situation and a reality of this is me versus me. And this is really I've been focusing on all week, is realizing the times when I didn't reach my goal, what I allowed to block me from reaching that goal. Whether it was the weather was bad, so I chose not to do something, or because it was a good day, I decided to celebrate and eat off plan, or I just decided to procrastinate because my body was sore and I just I don't like pain. And that is when I realized that in order to become aligned with the goals that you have set for yourself, give yourself compassion, but you also have to call yourself out on your own BS. Call yourself out on your own mess, because that's what's going to get you to the next level. We get irritated when people call us out on things, and we be like ready to get crazy. But in actuality, sometimes that calling out is a correction that we need, but we're just not in a state of mind to where we're ready to receive. But as this new year, as we're in 2026, we have to be ready to receive. We've asked for things, we're seeking for things, and we have to be ready for receive. And receiving is sometimes the correction of calling ourselves out. Continuing the process, focusing on the goal. Keep doing what you have to do and utilize the resources that you've been given. When you're trying to focus on your health, your wealth, your relationships, or any of your purposes, and you really sit down and you think about the resources that God has given you, you realize a lot of the times your blessings is waiting on you. God is like, I have given you resources. I have given you things. I have given you opportunities, but did you grab them? And you're still asking me for things that I have given you resources to be able to accomplish. God is just waiting on you to realize that you have the capacity, you have the ability to be able to accomplish any and everything that you want to accomplish. So this is just a quick episode. I just wanted to really just focus on the things that I have learned from me this week, of really just focusing on calling myself out and really getting into that mindset of this is me versus me, and no longer comparing myself to someone else's success, that someone's reach a goal by a certain time. Everybody is different. We all may have the same goal, but a lot of us are not on, our journey is not the same way to that goal. And this year, this 2026 is a all or something year. This is the year to do what you have to do. Even if it's not even a matter of showing up perfectly. It's just a matter of showing up on purpose, being consistent, and following the plan. So 2026, I want you to write it down that this is a all or something year. It's time to give yourself compassion and awareness, but at the same time, make sure you call yourself out on your own mess in order to be obedient with the plans that God has given you, in order to reach the success that you can reach, that's within your grasp to reach. You just have to follow the plan. And that's what I am learning this week in becoming aligned, because this is week 3. And I know myself enough to know that sometimes this is the week where I can start to fall off, because even though I'm seeing progress, it's not the progress that I envision in my mind. And it's not, and my mind is like, okay, Kim, you're not really realistic on what your progress is. You need to focus on the wins that you have, because you are seeing progress, and you just need to keep moving forward. So keep moving forward. 2026 is your year. You are not going backwards. You know, you are moving forward. This is all or something. Follow the plan and do what you got to do. And make sure you call yourself out on your own BS and sit with that. Give yourself some love and some compassion. But keep moving forward because you got this. So if this resonates with you, I invite you to go on this journey with me as I'm going becoming aligned in my transformation journey. Like I said, this is not a weight loss series. This is more of a mindset shift, identity shift, and becoming aligned with the person God has created me to be. So if this resonates with you, I invite you to go on this journey with me and hit that subscribe button. And I want you to always remember that you are not behind, you are becoming. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.